Here's what comes in the box. It's a hard cardboard mailer, and these come folded up in it. So I just opened it up, unfolded them. You've got your two sill protectors in here. They have a cover on them, and as you can see, it's pretty thin, but I'm sure this is going to be thick and durable. It has a backing on it you're going to peel off when we're ready to stick them on the Bronco. But we'll do a dry fit. You want to check that out first, make sure you have them in the right spot. And they come with some, looks like pretty good instructions here. Not too much to them. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, first step, you want to get your area cleaned off where you're going to apply the dorsal protector. So in the instructions it says to use a 50-50 isopropyl alcohol. I have a 70%, so just don't tell anyone. So I put some alcohol on here, and then I put some water on it, and we're just going to wipe down the area. And I dry fit it a little bit earlier. I'll go over that again, but when I dry fit it, it looks like it's going to actually have to be slid up underneath this plastic piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off, and you can just pull up on it and it'll come right out of there. So just straight up and it'll come out, and you can see it's just got these clips right here. So starting from the front's probably the easiest, and then just kind of pull straight up and then work along the side. So I'm going to place that over here, just get that out of the way, and I'm going to make sure I clean up here a little further, because I think we're going to end up putting it up further, all the way up here, so it doesn't come down too far, because it looks like it's going to come down really far if we don't do that. Okay, so after you wipe that down, then right away you want to go ahead and grab a clean cloth that's dry, and then let's just get it all dried up. And you can wait a few minutes here after you're done just to make sure it's fully dry. Or if you're in a humid place, wait a few minutes more. But out here in the desert, everything is pretty much dry all the time. So we still have the backing on and everything. I just want to place it on here and kind of get our bearings. And as you can see right here, if I put it up close to the top edge, then it'll come down just over the first ridge here, which is what we want. That's what they're showing in the Amazon picture as well, where I bought this from. So we're going to go for that. It looks like we can probably leave maybe not quite a 1/4 inch up here on top. And that way anybody stepping in, as long as they're stepping on this ridge right here, that can take care of any scratch protection. If you do have a lot of people that are always going in and out of the back, if you have a 2-door, people are definitely going to be standing on this to get in the back. You could move this to the back a little bit, and to help protect that area back there if it's going to be used a lot. I don't have any children, and if I did, I would still have a 2-door because I don't want lazy children. But that's another story for another day. So, all right. Next up, we're going to install this. Okay, so in the instructions, it tells us to pull back. Well, it tells us to remove the top 1 inch of the backing on here. I had thought maybe they would have sliced off the top 1 inch so you could just peel that off, but that is not the case. So I'm going to pull this back some per the instructions. Fun fact, this company TufSkinz is also the company that actually makes some of the pieces for Ford that Ford has on their website as accessories. So I already picked up the front Bronco letters. They actually go over the Bronco letters on the front grille, and I picked them up through the Ford website, and they were made by TufSkinz, these people. I purchased the Cactus Gray, so it matches the Bronco, because that's how vain I am. So this might work here just like that. Just fold this down about an inch. This is more of a functional mod, I would say, not a vanity mod. Although I did get the Mountainscape because it's so beautiful, and they're gray, and they're gonna match the Bronco. But nevertheless, it's still a functional mod. All right, so what I'm gonna shoot for here is I'm gonna line this up right above where the weld marks are. So the circle's there. I'm gonna set this, watch your alignment to the left and right, and then I'm gonna place this just above those circles. That's where I found I like where it lands on the ridge down below. Okay, so I'm gonna go across the top, and I wanna set this thing up even all the way down, which already is kind of a pain here with this trim piece on over here I'm finding. So you might want to go ahead and lift that up. So let's try that again. Okay, I'm going to place that there. Okay, we had a bit of a hardware malfunction, so we're switching to the other side since you didn't get to see me finish the passenger side. So same deal here. We want to line up just above the spot weld marks, those circles that you'll see there, and make sure your left and right alignment is good. And you want to start from the center and press outward. So first we're going to just do a really good job on the top here. And once you've got that in place, just firmly press that down, and then work your way from the center out. And that way you know this won't move on you at all when you're going to start doing the rest. Still got your liner down there, so it's only going to stick on top. And I'm pretty happy right here where I have it at, and it's lined up with just enough space on the top all the way across. So I'm going to start pulling the liner down here a little bit, and now you can start working your way down slowly. And there's a ridge right there at the first part. You're going to come over a small ridge, so you're going to go a little slower there than we will when we get down to the flat surface. So just take your time, working from the center out, and then we'll get over the ridge. As it does say in the instructions too, if you're in actually a cold climate, it's winter time, or you live somewhere where it just doesn't even get warm that often, you want to have your surface and also the decal above 70 degrees. So it says optimal temperature for installing this is between 70 degrees and about 110. It's a nice 86-degree day here in the Southwest, so we are good. All right, so now we're down on the flat area. So you can take a little bit bigger chunks out here as you're smoothing it out from the inside to the outside. So again, just work from the center out and slowly pull your liner out as you're going. So this is going on really well. The adhesive is great on this stuff. Since you didn't get to see me finish up the other side, though, I'm pretty happy with actually how the adhesive is on it, and I think it's going to hold up really good and seal up really well. And I didn't warm mine up at all or anything. Like I said, it's 86 degrees here, but you know, if you're not quite sure, if you're close to that, you can always just hit it with a hairdryer, hit the metal, and then hit the decal also with a hairdryer. You don't want to overheat it or with a heat gun, because the heat gun can mess with the glue. So here we are. We're coming up to the other ridge here at the bottom, and we're going to start taking our time here. You want to do smaller chunks now as you're going over. So just a little bit farther down each time, and from the inside out. And it goes on pretty easy. It's pretty forgiving, but just just take your time. There's no reason to hurry on this. And we're almost getting there now. And in a second here, I'll show you about putting the panel back on the plastic Dorsal piece. Okay, and now we are getting to the point here. We're just going to go ahead and pull the backing all the way off, because we don't have a problem. This isn't trying to stick until you actually push it now, since it's curved over. So went ahead and pull the backing all the way off, and now I'm just going to take small chunks, work my way down until we get all the way to the bottom. And what you want to do is make sure to really do a good job on all the edges, the sides. That's where the product can actually fail later on, is if you get some moisture and dirt up underneath the edges, and then it just lifts some, and then it keeps getting worse because more moisture or dirt will get inside there. All right, we're going to smooth it all out now. Just go over and make sure you've hit everything. Like I said, all your edges and stuff, press those down really well. And then you want to go ahead and work on the top too. Press in really good where all your spot welds are. You know, if you keep the top edge of that just above your spot welds, above those circles, then it's going to be a nice flat surface just above those, and that can help seal up the top edge. As long as it's stuck really well, I don't think anything's going to get down in there, but that's still, if you live in a really harsh environment in the winters and everything, or it's really humid, it all helps. And I'd really do as good a job as I can. You know, one reason I wanted to get these was because I can just pull these off if I want to later, and just put another one on there. Or if you go to sell it, you could pull these off and just do a quick paint correction on there, just a quick buff job, and it would look good. So we're going to put the panel back on here, and if you look on the bottom side of it, you have 3 clips there that are close, and then you can see where your clips are going to go up top. Right there's your 3. So take those 3 and then just line it all up, and then once you've got each one of those clips kind of set in the hole, you can go ahead and smack it down. And that's that. Here's a close-up shot to show the texture of the sill protectors. Now these do come in 2-door, 4-door variety. You can get them all black, you can get them with the mountain design, or they have a custom text option too. So you could put the name of your Bronco on there, or you could put your name if you're that guy. I'll put a link down below to these and then some of the other TufSkinz products so you can check them out. If you have any other questions or comments, put them in the comments below, and I'll try and do my best to answer those. If this helped you out in any way, I appreciate it. Hit the like button, and if you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I put them out as fast as I can as soon as I get parts in for the Bronco. Have a good one. Cheers.